Hello everybody, this is Dave from Pasquale Aviation. Just wanted to make a quick video to show you the exhaust on this airplane that I'm working on. It's an older style exhaust. It had the V-band type clamps on it, which I don't have the tailpipes installed currently, but it's got internal welds on it, which was the subject of the older exhaust AD, because the internal welds would crack and it would give no external indication of the pending crack or failure of the exhaust. Eventually it would lead to the tailpipe breaking off at the ball joint and an engine compartment fire. So anyway, I wanted to show you this exhaust quick, so I'm going to switch the camera around. This is the exhaust in question. Obviously this is on a Belenka 1730A, and I'll move the camera around. You can see here, see how the canister of the muffler rolls inward and then the exhaust pipe comes down in it. They're actually welded on the edge inside, and you can see this exhaust has those internal welds up there, and then up here in the front it's actually been repaired by welding around the outside of the tube. Somebody did that because it must have cracked on the inside. But let's move back here to the back where the ball joint is. Pardon the shaky camera work, but you can see here, there's the internal weld is going on in that direction. And then I have to turn the light on so you can see in the tailpipe. So looking in the tailpipe, you can see up there at the top, that's what the internal weld looks like. The edges, the canister of the muffler is rolled inward and the tube is slid in through that, and then they're welded on the edge. I don't know if you can see, there's the front one that was repaired externally, and you can see it's a little wonky looking. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is the way that these are checked. I check all exhausts this way, and I think I have another video showing the process, but this one is interesting because I know the one joint is cracked. So I'll show you what that looks like. So basically you spray penetrating oil onto each of the welds, which is what I'm doing here. You want to be careful not to get the slip joint up here, because that'll give you a false positive for a crack. And then come around here to the back and spray some in the joint there. And then let me grab my mirror. So I grab my mirror here. Actually, I don't even really need to do it. You can see right in here. See how there's a wet spot down in the corner there? That's from a crack in the muffler, and I'll push the mirror in here. So hopefully it'll show up on camera. You can see from the mirror there, the wet spot. That's where the penetrating oil is coming through the crack in the weld. I don't know if there's any others inside. The rest of it looks like it. Well, there's a little leak up there on that one. You zoom in on it. Right there in that corner, looks like there's a leak right there. But that one I couldn't even really see. So that's where this check really comes in. It's for the times when you have cracks like that one up there that you can't even see from the outside or the inside using just regular visual means. This exhaust, though, because of these cracks and also the wear on the ball joints, needs to be replaced. So I send them to AWI, and they call it a repair or an overhaul. I'm not really sure why they do it that way. They are the OEM for the exhaust, or they have been. But anyway, they will update the exhaust to meet the newer configuration for the AD. That has all external welds, a little bit thicker. I think the wall thickness of the material is a little thicker, And then they also, at the ball joint, they flare the tube from the ball joint going into the muffler can. It's actually flared inside the muffler can, so that if the weld were to break, that the tube would prevent, or the flare would prevent the tube from coming out of the muffler and hopefully prevent a fire. I've seen the results of a tailpipe failure, and in a matter of a few minutes, it'll burn a hole through the side of the cowling and scorch the boot cowl and the leading edge of the wing. It's pretty ugly, not something that anybody should have to experience. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys be a little safer. You know, send me a comment or whatever if you have questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.